Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Don Gamer 211 of Twitch. Welcome back to my channel. I am streaming more Final Fantasy 14 and Walker Tay, more patch. I think it's called patch 6.15. I'm doing Beast Tribe quests today a little bit, and maybe I'll get into some missions. So far we've only done story-driven stuff that didn't have any combat. I want to get some of that in today. Maybe we'll go about. I'm hoping to get at least at the minimum 3 hours today. I hope I don't get like tired before then and have to go, but I had an energy drink, so I should be good, hopefully, unless I crash. So basically, for those of you who haven't already, check me out on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter as well. If you haven't followed me here, follow me here as well. I'm trying to reach 200 followers by soon. Probably within less than a month's worth of time. I actually started it last month, so yeah, check me out on Instagram as well. I have all those panels down below. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm trying to get my YouTube up and going again. I've been lacking views, partly due to my inactivity on there for a long time, but I've been uploading most of all my past streams on Twitch here to there. So you'll definitely find that stuff there, and it'll always be there unless I get taken down for some reason. Also, I've thought about streaming Wolfenstein New World Order, but I'm not sure if I can get away with that on Twitch considering some of the content. I haven't been able to find anything solid. Whether you lose it, people give me opinions like, oh, it should be fine if it's just in a game, but you know, sometimes there's nudity in the game, and sometimes they, Twitch, I've heard, it will actually ban your account or suspend you just for sharing a game that if it has nudity in it. And there are lists of games that are banned on Twitch, but I didn't see the Wolfenstein New Order on that list. But it doesn't mean if someone reported that they wouldn't say, oh yeah, he broke terms of service. So and I'm not just talking about like the whole like the Nazi stuff in it when you're fighting Nazis. I'm talking about like basically other stuff too. Like I think Wolfenstein New Order 2 has some content in it that might be against. I think it's pretty much against TOS technically. So, and I was watching a video of a streamer today talking about how like I think a lot of times when maybe Twitch looks at a streamer, this might be how they look at them. There's Asmongold saying this basically. He was saying like it seems like what he thinks Twitch looks at is like they see a small streamer, maybe 30 followers, 30 people in viewers, and you see it's still small. That are smaller. They look at it. Well, what is this person bringing to our platform really with just 30 viewers? Like really nothing. And they see that technically maybe you're doing something, or maybe you're not doing something, and maybe they just reason in their head, oh, let's ban them. Because if I would maybe as a big streamers get banned too, but like I said, they're probably more likely to ban a smaller streamer for doing something that a bigger streamer could not technically get away with, which we see that all the time. So that's basically what I was looking at that, and I kind of thought, well, I can kind of see where it's coming from. And should it be done that way? Probably not. I think a situation should be taken case by case basis, and it shouldn't be based on whether it's small or big. And sometimes that doesn't even matter, honestly. So I kind of see where he's kind of can be wrong too, because sometimes big streamers get banned all the time for doing stuff, but a lot of times with bigger streamers that make the money, they make a lot of the money, they get to come back on the platform after a temporary suspension, and multiple occasions where they've kept breaking the rules and can't come back. Versus the smaller guys that just barely establishing yourselves on this platform kind of tend to lose our channel permanently. Or if, say, we were banned from false pretenses, so we're falsely reported, we try to dispute it, and we send like something message into Twitch, hey, can you, I wasn't banned, this wasn't fair, can you unban me? And we may not hear back for like a year or like months, and then finally we get our channel back if we do, and by that time our channel base is pretty much dead. We have to start off from ground one all over again if you even want to do that. So I happened to a friend of mine who was falsely reported for doing something he didn't do by someone who's basically salty as fuck over something stupid, and like his former friend falsely reported him. He didn't get his channel back until years later, and they're like, oh, sorry, we suspended you. We found out they were false reported. That long it took you? I know you have people working their Twitch. There's no way it should have took that long. You should have really looked at it. And I think it's just like with YouTube. They take priority with them. They play favorites with the big content creators because they're making that money coming in, and Twitch is getting a cut of that. But I feel like they should be really. I mean, financially wise, there's no probably real big investment into a small streamer. It's not much as you get from a big one. So money wise, you're benefiting more from the bigger streamers. So why not just keep that on board? I get maybe from like a capital standpoint, I kind of get that, but it's still not fair. And this platform needs to be more fair across the board. But again, I'm a small streamer. There's probably no one watching, so my voice probably is pretty much not even on the radar. No one's gonna care. So, but I thought it still needs to be said, and I should share my 2 bits of information, maybe what I think on the matter. I'm about to log into the game. Let me just oh yeah, my character was currently in a different world server. So here we go. Turning on the game screen. Let's get straight into it. My character. And you know, but I've never started from this screen before. Emilius Sigmund. What's this? Yeah, he's probably still part of OTK. Who else is featured channels? I want to see who's see who my followers are. Nasty only follow me. Looks like Be Affiliate no longer follow me, which good riddance. That guy was just probably trying to scam me out of my money. He's like, dude, you aren't doing good. You used to buy followers for me. Fuck that. I'm not spending a dime to buy artificial followers that aren't even real. Even if they were real, I'm probably getting ripped off. Probably charge me like $60 for like 10 followers or something. I don't know. I don't know how they work. I hope like everyone else here that's watching hasn't ever tried to buy followers and subscribers to boost their numbers. I mean, I get it. You probably more people likely to tune in that are legitimate, to think, oh, this guy has a lot of watchers, he must be good, right? I get it, but eventually people are going to catch on that despite the amount of followers you have, you don't really. At some point, it gets ridiculous. You're going to have like a follower base and a viewer base that's disproportionate. Mine's a little bit disproportionate. It's a little bit disproportionate, but I didn't go around buying fake follower bots. Plus, when Twitch does a purge every once in a while, you'll see that number drop, and then other people see that and know exactly how you got all those followers. So, it's happened before. People have literally seen it happen. It's kind of embarrassing. I've done on my channel. I never do plan to get follower bots. Ever. I don't care how much I want to grow. I'm not going to grow. I'm not desperate enough for fake views. Pretty sure most of the people that tune into my stream, top-notch guy, top really good men and women, probably like, you know, they tune in because they like tuning in. They're showing their support. I'm not like, I don't want a bunch of fake view bots or anything, because I would never feel good about it. Like, it would never feel like I would never be able to feel good about, like, oh look, all these views. I mean, you're not you might be trying to trick other people, but you can't fool yourself. And deep down, you would be like, I'd be like, if I had that, I'd be like, just wouldn't be happy with myself. I'd rather have just 2 or 3 people watching than have a bunch of fake accounts watching me. Now, I can't do anything about the ones that are the kind of bots that come in and out of Twitch to try to sell stuff or maybe follow you, and really they're just trying to exploit you. I can't do anything about those, but I've never exchanged money for followers ever. Stupid. So unorganic. So let's see. I'm going to. Let's see where I gotta go again. Tide. Okay, I gotta go. Where gotta go? Okay, I know where to go. Hold on, let me bring it up on my monitor here. It's not gonna be on the screen. You're not gonna see the screen because a different screen. But I'm gonna. Oh, patch. Patch 16. That's Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 14. Let's see, I want to try to. That's 516. I'm looking for the beast trap because I gotta see where I take it up. That's 6.15 nuts. Here we go. Here they are. quest. Disciples of War, Thavnir. Hippo was born to run. Let's go to Thavnir. That's where we gotta go. I have the Thavnir. What? Wrong thing. I gotta log on to this game more often. I haven't been on it much. This is pretty much where I go here. Quest name is again. It's called Disciples of Woman. Thavnir. Gotcha. Players must go friendly. I think I know where it is. I think it's over this way. Let me know if you guys can hear the sound. If everything sounds like it's coming through good. I gotta find the name of the quest. I'm sorry it's taking so long, guys. Please bear with me. The quest to begin. The quest, a budding adventurer will become available after progressing through the quest chains, beginning with Steppy Child as what and what's in it parent. Okay, I see now. I see what I gotta do. Right where I think it is. Okay, here we go. Here, Pakistan. No, Palakistan. There it is. Not Pakistan, Palakistan. What's in the parent? Okay. Yazan is mumbling to himself indiscriminately. Oh, excuse me, did you need something? Wait, you're him, the very man who saved Melva's child and Amelia's, was it? I knew it. I'm Yules, an alchemist of the great work, and I'm but one of the few who are looking after the child as she makes her recovery. Mahavan and Khosrow were dear friends of mine. Thank you for everything you've done for their daughter. Her condition is on the mend. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear we've been taking turns checking in on her. The last thing she needs is a gaggle of adults fussing over her day and night. That being said, when she is healed fully, there is a question of who will be in charge of her care. For the love I bore her parents, I would gladly take her in on my own, but that would mean raising her away from her home. Moreover, I am yet to be wed, and my duties consume so much of my time I can scarce focus on my own care, let alone that of a growing child. I doubt my ability to give her the love she deserves, love equal to that of her parents gave her. She deserves better than that, so I've considered finding someone more suitable. It's the least I can do, and the truth be told, perhaps the best option. Watch me run to the gate. A little look at a guy. Yeah, dude, Haven. That's exactly what I did. I looked at online on the lodestone to see where I could pick up this quest. That's exactly where I did. I looked up where to pick up this quest because I couldn't remember. I had to find out what the NPC's name was and stuff. How to pick it up, and this looks like this is where I had to start. She deserves better than that, so I've considered finding someone more suitable. It's the least I can do, in truth be told, perhaps the best option. Even so, Although I was born here, much of my life was spent at the great work. I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea who to ask, even if I had the time to do so. You, however, seem to be well loved among the people here. Would you ask around in my stead? It would be much more effective use of my time to prepare medicine in the wounded and sick. I apologize for imposing such an enormous task upon you, but I would trust no one else with it. When you finish, come to my hut in the south of this settlement and we can discuss any potential parental candidates. Okay. Okay, we go here. Who's calling me? I know who it is. Come on. Right back up. I got a call. I called back, but they didn't pick up, so I know who it is. It's my mom's friend. I think maybe she's coming back into town, so you give my mom's phone back to her. My mom left her phone in her car or at her house, I think, and she's been out of town. So I'm gonna have to keep looking down, make sure my phone's not on vibrate, so I'm gonna have to keep looking down, and make sure it's not ringing. It'll be annoying because I might miss it. If you ask me, Parison is the most motherly among us. She had a child of her own not too long ago, so I reckon there's no better to be the wet nurse. That being said, times have been troubled for us all. It might be unseemly to ask her to take on such a burden unless she is willing. Oh geez, this poor kid. This poor kid's lost the most out of all this. So sad. They lost their parents, and now hard to find a parental figure that will step up and take the spot of its real parents to take care of the child. It's just a baby. They all have their reasons why they can't. First one really wanted to, but like his job is more important. No, I'm kidding. That's it's really, you know, this is serious. Who do I think the most suited to care child? Yasun is the obvious choice. Dependable, loyal, and dutiful. Every quality they would desire in a parent. I know he does become absorbed in his research, but the devotion he's made him a peerless alchemist who would better to look there as someone to stick his hair. Asking around. The child, huh? None done over all her quite like Yasun, but I understand alchemy isn't a merciful trade for a parent. Still, there is no one else that comes to mind when it comes to question. I'd volunteer to take her in myself, but with the chaos and recent events, it's difficult enough to see that me and mine are fed and clothed. I know I'm not the only one facing such hardships. In tough times, it's hard to step up. I mean, seriously, just take the child in, but it's not that simple. I mean, anyone could take a child in, but it's like also providing for it. This poor kid needs parents. Welcome to my humble workshop. I'm almost too nervous to ask. What did they say? Someone nominated me. Well, that's neither here nor there. You said President's name was mentioned. She was a good friend to Mom, it's true, but there are other factors at play that make me reluctant to ask her. Simply put, I'd rather not burden her further if it can be avoided. That being said, we don't exactly have the luxury of choice, all things considered. I suppose I would be remiss if I didn't at least speak with her. I owe the child that much. Will you accompany me to this? A supportive presence by my side would help me find the right words. Passarine should be nearby, doubtless watching over her own child. I must deliver the medicine before speaking with her, so please go on ahead. He disappeared. I gotta find better music on this playlist. This is good music, but doesn't quite match the setting. Justin, it's good to see you. And who is this with you? President Mio, she's the hero who saved Milan and Quo's daughter. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Thank you for your bravery. I've heard tell of the troubles she's been through since. I hope that you're able to see her return to health soon. I've been trying to be sure. We must look forward to the day she is hell. Everyone is doing almost to do so. The question remains as to where she will go from there. However, I've considered taking her into my home, but I fear my qualifications as a parent are somewhat lacking. I know you have been a dear friend of mine, and as such only thought it meet to ask if you be willing to care of her daughter. If you are, I would do everything in my power to see that she is given into your care. I'm flattered Mevin was a family to me, and I view her child as my own. I would do anything to see her raised into a brave woman as a mother. However, I cannot care for her. I'm not worthy to care for her. Worthy? What does that? My apologies. I understand it was son request and no small one. Besides, please forgive my position. I'll be in the village for some time yet. Should you require treatment for you and yours, please ask to take me out. I will, thank you, Yosan. I would speak with you further, Emilius. Let's return to my dwelling. Something's going on. Do a new track. Try something different today. See what else is on this list. Big time. Good, but not a long enough track. Hey, this one. Okay. This track is good. Never listened to it before. I wasn't too forceful, was I? I simply asked her if she was willing. I didn't mean to make her feel obligated to agree. I found her words somewhat mystifying, not worthy. What could that mean? I'm usually not one to pray, but this worries me. I consider Pasturins a friend. I'm not loath to leave her in her troubles. There is still the matter of the child. I still have to think on what to do from here. I may need your help soon again soon. Emilius, I hope you are willing. Okay. curing what ails. It requires a capable green thumb to assist him. Well then, if you're willing, I have a task that requires immediate attention. It's simple, but essential. Namely, the gathering of herbs. The child is in a vulnerable state, and I would fortify her against further sickness. There are also more wounded in this village than I anticipated, and my stories have begun running low. It would be the best to replenish them while time affords us the opportunities. Can I count on you for help? Yes, good. Like that, come on. Come on, hero. Splendid. I require several of the radish herbs which grow among the shrubbery to the northeast. With both of us working in tandem, I wager we should be having enough to gather before the next bill. Where do I have to go? That's a ways. Not too far though. There we go. The first set of herbs, the shrub. The shrubbery. Oh good, I get to kill something. So this one and the one over there next. Oh, I like these songs. Here's to the herbs you seek are only there centering another tempting. Woo! Got it. I saw the creature emerge from the brush, but you failed them before I had a chance to be frightened. I'm glad you survived unscathed, and if that had been me, Schroeder. Any road, you did manage to find the Soma. Excellent work. My search came up fruitless. Appears we're not the only ones seeking the particular herb. It shouldn't come to a surprise, though this area is well known for medical plants we grow right here. If my supplies run low once more, perhaps I should ask the villagers if they have any spare. For now, I believe we've found all the way we can. Let's return to Palakistan. Indeed. As I suspected, we weren't the only ones searching the jungle. I returned to my quarters, found a bag of positively stuffed with brim with herbs, and some in Soma. I asked nearby cause who delivered the bounty, and they told me it was one of the Arcasadra stewards. I believe I know who it is. Her name is Sala, a shy one, but obviously kind in heart. I spied her eavesdropping during our conversation with person, who poorly I might add. I apologize for asking more of you at the end of trying to delay, but would you speak with her for me? Offer our thanks for the herbs and perhaps find out what she knows everything about the person's troubles. For my part, I'll begin synthesizing the medical as one. Solar would be somewhere nearby. I pray you'll have that provocative conversation. Oh, you are. I mean, who are you? Do you require something with me? Herbs? I came upon them while hunting, nothing more. I've heard that the medicine made from them is effective in treating the ailments of young children. It seemed only meet that I should do my part, as it were. Why we return our conversation? Oh, that, very well. I believe I can shed some light on the root of person's distress. This is what you wish to hear, yes? Yazin asked you to speak with me just as together herbs. Well, then perhaps it is best for us all to speak together. Go to him and allow me some time to gather my thoughts. I shall approach you when I'm ready. You're just in time. I'm only just finishing synthesizing the medicine. So did Saul tell you anything about my interest? Well, I suppose I can hear it straight from her. I appreciate that you felt it fit to include me. First, I owe you an apology. I was sneaking up out of concern for Pericene. I know what it is that weighs on her mind, you see. That is what you want to know, yes? The story is troubling to hear and even more troubling to relate. Before I tell it, you must promise me that you will be her strength in the days to come. Of course, anything to help a friend. Her beloved husband was killed. When the veil of chaos descended upon the world, he fled into the jungle and transformed into one of those terrible beasts. He returned here a monster where my sister Choppa met with his wrath. Neither of them survived and ensured the struggle. Oh no, it's bad. I was there as well. Despite his monstrous form, I knew it was Dazer. I froze in terror while Choppa stood undaunted. She fought along for my cowardice. It was my fault she died. I knew this. Yet I laid the blame on Persa's shoulders. I lashed out at her, cursing her for her husband's cowardice. When we both should have conformed the other in mourning, I turned my back on her. I left her to bear the burden, and not one, but two deaths. It is only natural that she would be hesitant to look after another given. I was a fool to condemn Person when it was my duty to protect the people here. I have wanted nothing more than to apologize since that day, but I fear my words were too cruel to forgive. I cannot stand to meet her gaze. It was a difficult time for everyone. We often lose ourselves in moments of crisis, but so long as you find out our ways back, we are worthy of forgiveness. Papa would agree. I'm sure she wouldn't blame you for what happened, nor would she want you to blame yourself. Person doubtless feels the same. You're right, I must apologize to her. This is the only course. Aemilius, was it? I will speak to Person, but I require some time to muster my courage soon, I promise. There's some serious shit going on here. This is sad. The sins we bear. Sure looks eager to leave Pakistan, but to where is not clear. Thank you for lending an ear to my troubles, Aemilius. If you're willing, there is a place I would travel to, and I wish for you to accompany. Administering to my duties may help calm my nerves. In the end, I mean to inspect the temples for signs of disrepair. After we have finished, I hope to find the courage to once again look the person in the eyes. With all the monsters about, most of my attention of late has been focused on finding and protecting those who have fled. With the arrival of the radiant host, however, there is finally time to attend to the long neglected duty. I too must ask that you do with knowing that their holy places are being cared by many, set into people's hearts as these. Even once a comfort is precious in these times of trying times. Man, I appreciate it. Would that would join you, but I'm afraid at an alchemist. There's a little agreement, fangs and claws. Doubtless mean I stand idle by, however, I remain here and continue making medicine for the children. My hands may be clumsy, with sword and shield, but there are few more aldrich with mortar and pestle. My God, my reading's awful. We are blessed indeed to have a pair such as you looking after us. Well then, let us begin the patrol. Our first destination shall be Porosa, to the southeast. It is a bit of a trek, so make the proper arrangements before departing. Easy enough. Okay. Those that are lurking, well, I'm glad you're here today. Thank you for joining me. Want to converse with me? Feel free to. I am not shy. Don't be shy at all. I will not bite. I'm perfectly fine with talking. For those watching. Interact quite regularly with my chat. Hey, let's see. It has been some time since I've set foot in these hallowed grounds. The time beyond that they were even more such places in the region. Many were moved to Van Naspa. From one of the Devi's worships here were these words passed down. That the weight sends off our departed with its wisdom. Just as life leads to death, so too does death lead to life. Do not shed tears for the departed, for they have but set foot upon a new journey. Be not forlorn that your paths have diverged, but look forward with the joy to the day that they might cross again. For as long as I can remember, I follow in my sister's footsteps. In your absence, I felt lost. Wherever I think to forge a path of my own making, my legs become heavy and my heart becomes anxious. Your sister would want you to move forward with courage. Sometimes standing still offers. Thank you, Amelia. Yuzin has a generous soul, and to have your wisdom to buoy me is more than I deserve. Would that I could open my heart to Parasine in such a way. This part of the temple appears to well kept. Let us check out a shard, shall we? This area is in ghastly shapes. Scratches here, cracks there. Will you help me investigate further? We will cover more ground by searching separately. I shall search around the area. I trust you will do diligently. What did she say? I don't know what she said. Damaged stone. There's stones here crumbling in fragments. A little round around wood to be replaced them. There we go. Stones are found appeared to be unstable. However, filling in the areas where the grout have fallen away should remedy that. Stones have been cracked and require repair. Up to Shula again. Shula. Have you finished? Well, it was bad. Was as bad as it looks. I see this may have been the site of a battle of some other horrible conflict. I must do what I can to see it repaired. Though the temple may be remote, the devout do come here on occasion to offer their prayers. Thank you for helping me today. This has helped me forget the crisis that plagues us in the reminded of simple times. When we should look after the roads and protect the pilgrims on their journeys. I ever look forward to setting out on patrol with my sister by my side, but I must find a way to manage without her and set foot upon my own path. The first step must be to apologize to Passerine, even if she may refuse it. No more distractions. That being said, if you were by my side, it may be all the easier for me to find the right words. So I take it your patrol was fruitful. I've just administered a soothing salve to person. Oh, she's sleeping soundly now, so us speaking should not waste. Walker. Person, I'm sorry. I should not have said all of the horrible things before. It was my fault. My sister was killed. I stood frozen in fear. Those are yeah. All over a place now. No, Saul, you were right. It was I who couldn't ease his troubles. It was my fault. He succumbed to despair and gnawed his heart. There is a reason in your answer, of course, but forgiveness of itself is no simple matter. I'm overjoyed to speak with you again. However, I'm afraid I need more time to come to terms with everything that has occurred. Would that I knew how much Persa was suffering. I could have been there to comfort her. Perhaps there is something I can do now, something to set her on the right path. There's one final request to make of you. Let's get this music playing again. Only like a few tracks here. Come on, what's the response? Okay, go. It is plain that Rosa is not yet ready to forgive herself, but I'm at a loss as to what we should do. Do we leave her be, or is there more way we can help? I for one will not stand idle by while she suffers alone. Perhaps if she had something to remind her of her beloved, she would more easily accept his loss. Person never did have a chance to say her farewells. Bilius, I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more. Will I have it? It appears I shall be in your debt again, but it is well worth it. During the chaos, most of us fled somewhere. somewhere into the bridge. Let us retrace our steps, and we may find something along the days, or pick up everything that catches your eye, and we can share what we have found once we've searched the bridge. Thank you for all you've done for Sylvan thus far. Melius, her spirit are already much improved for your efforts. Let's hope that we can affect the same change in person. Deja did enjoy his jewelry and bubbles, so it isn't inconceivable that he may have dropped something as he fled. If you spot anything glittering in the brush, it couldn't hurt to pick it up. Oh, kill this thing. Woo! How goes the search? I found this necklace among the underneath one of Dozer's favorites, but it seems to be missing the jewel I made that made it shine so brilliantly. And what's with your hand? In your hand? Why, this is it. This is it. The very jewel I spoke of. We make excellent team. However, we cannot give this to Pearl as it is. We must repair it first. Doubtless, user will be able to lend his expertise in the subject. Let us return to the village as we speak with him. Belle told me all about your findings quite executively. In fact, she's gone to find materials so we can polish the necklace and mirror sheen. As for the jewel, I believe I can take it off your hands for the time being. This repair should prove simple enough. XIV is one of the most elementary recipes. Once the necklace is in presentable shape, I'll bring Scylla to visit person. Could you go ahead and tell her to wait for us? It will take longer than expected. I trust you can keep her erupted within the grand tales. Yes, in the front of me, I don't recall asking you for anything. I'd like you to have this place. This is Dozen's necklace. Oh, he was so proud of it. They bought it. He bought this. How in the world did you find it? I not but memories that remind me of him, but this is the sight of this makes me feel that he isn't far away from it all. There's nothing I can do to change the past, but I can work to help give us both a better, brighter future. This was the least I could do. Could not have done without the help of these. Thank you for your gift, truly, and for your wise words. I see now that you're right. We mustn't let this tragedy just to keep us rooted in place. All takes in a single step forward, but you must. Well said, well said. Might I add the words to go loose himself is applied to them, ignore the pain cause of We must take action to see them healed and rest when we are tired. Only when our energy returns can we move forward carefully, step at a time. Yes, one step at a time. If it isn't too much trouble, could I help? Could I help care for the child? The scars of recent tragedy are yet too fresh for me to take care of her entirely by myself. But even so, that doesn't mean I cannot assist in some small way. I have my own child to look over, of course. But still, if you were to take the child under your wing, I would be happy to assist you whenever you need me. For the time being, I could be her wet nurse. Any medicine such requires would be your responsibility. I suppose together we can see that she emerges from her affliction and hails a newborn babe. A splendid idea. I must admit, I could hardly think of a better arrangement myself. I also have to bring food for the child. She might grow to be strong like her father and mother. That is what Choppa would do, and one step at a time I shall make her proud. The emptiness I feel at Duzzard's loss will take some time to fill, but I believe in time I will heal. You will want me to heal. Allow me to thank you once again. All you've done, we owe you more than we can repay. Now I would like to see the child for myself. I'm not one of the subtles of conversations, but I'd say that went as well as could be expected, wouldn't you? Now come back in my workshop. There's something I'd like to give you. What am I getting, I wonder? Truth be told, I have already resolved to raise a child myself, but the prospect of having a helping hand is comforting indeed. I suppose the true work starts from here. I'm glad to finally have good news and share with Griffin may have. And I've been so occupied with treating the sick and injured that I have had little time to think of the departed. My friends really are gone, but I can still honor their memory. If anything has become clear in the recent events, it is that people of this settlement must speak with one another about their troubles. Solitary thoughts will quickly turn dark. I'm more than capable of treating the wounds we can see, but it takes a community to heal those that are hidden. I admit later prospect may take some time for me to become accustomed to. Don't be too hard on yourself. Your presence puts others at ease. Find a way. As an alchemist, a friend, and a father. Would that there were more than one of me. Luckily, I know more than a few countries that will give the vigor of several men. I only need energy to grow them. Regardless, I apologize for dragging you along all this time. Even though I doubt we should have arrived at such a imbecile conclusion without you, so I reluctant my apology. Although her parents are no longer with us, I must do the utmost to raise their child in a way that would meet their approval. I owe the friends that much. This is a budding adventure. Johnson is yet the favorite to ask you only adventure he knows. I mean, this is a man I was hoping to see. Now that I've had the opportunity to speak with more of the people here, I realize their plight is even more dire than I had imagined. The recent crisis has caused the flow of supplies to grind to a halt, and the people are scarcely meet their daily needs. We would scarcely meet their daily needs. This would be the case even without the influx of refugees. One way we might elevate this is a requiring a supplement from Yadamad, but the process takes precious time. I fear the many worlds would starve before we see a single stack of grind. All of this is attributed by the lack of able-bodied fighters. The wounded are many, and there are few who have the strength and skill to guard us from the beasts lurking in the forest. The radiant hosts would give their lives to protect us, and have but every day more of them are injured. Bravery alone is not worth so much in the face of overwhelming numbers. And while I am much appreciative of your help so far, I'm not so naive as to think that you will remain here indefinitely. Had we another of your skill to aid us, we might stand a chance to weather the worst of the storm. However, my time at the great work was spent largely in solitude, and the people of the village know a little beyond this walls. But you've been to the furthest reaches and back, yes? Do you know anyone else who might lend their star arm to this humble folk? I know just an adventure as fierce, and if not more so. I know someone who could give the merchants proper motivation for speed delivery. Let's see. I knew I could count on your wide web of stored personage, Orgol and Kanaka. You say, I believe we may be able to kill two birds with one stone with their pair. Unfortunately, my hands are full meeting the medical needs of the village. Seeing as you are already acquainted with these fellows, could you appeal to them on behalf? Apologies for once again putting you as much on the shoulders, but it is for the good of one and all. I count on your assistance. Thank you, friend. Well then, off to Yaldahabad to meet with Kankana, Safe travels, and I will pray that you return good news. I just go with this. We gotta go. I remember this place now. Yeah, I gotta really run around in here sometimes, just kill stuff. Hey man, it's Brent. See you again. Oh, it's you. Oh, hello. Oh, if it isn't Amelia's, I had wondered what you might walk through my door again. You'll be pleased to hear young Roger has taken to adventuring like a thief to a coin purse. He is more than capable enough to assist me on any less onerous task. Indeed, his future is bright. However, as much as it heartens me to see you, I sense your visit isn't entirely motivated by the curiosity of our affairs, yes? I see. I did not know that Palaka-san was beset by such troubles, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, all things considered. Naturally, I should do all in my power to help. A few words to the right people and the merchants, we will have a shipment of supplies ready in the matter of bells. Inform this Yazan that aid is on the way, and for such less coin than the merchants would usually charge. The chaos has gripped all of Razat Han, and it is only together that we shall find strength and release ourselves from it. And if you require an adventure, then look no further. The supplies require brave souls to defend the correct. I offer mine. I will await you in the gate. Wait for me. I'm coming too. Alright. You know, my nightmare. Oh, I got new outfits on. Pakana made good on her word. Not that I doubted she would. The merchants were likely too eager to make such a sizable trade, but they even provided us with bags and clothes for our journey. And it appears Rosser will be joining us. Try as I might to convince him, otherwise his mind is made up. Hopefully, this will prove to be another learning experience for him. My grandmother always did say the road forward is paved with good deeds. The three of us shall see that no beast lay fang upon the. I remember this person. This person was scared of the elephant people. There are more supplies to come, but their will is delivered by the radiant hosts. We shall be the vanguard, the harbingers, salvation of Palakistan. With that, let's be off. There, travel faster. I hope I can actually get some combat in done today before this. I gotta try to unlock the beach tribe quest, and apparently this is one of the things you gotta do. But when I look at the list, it's tedious. There's a lot of quests you gotta go through. This may actually take up the entire stream, unfortunately, so I may not be able to deliver on my promise to bring you some more combat in the stream. I'm so sorry. I really intended to go that way, but I can't stream for like all day. I would go about 3 hours at most, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get some combat in and make it one dungeon at least, the very minimum. But we'll see what happens. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I hope I can even unlock the. I hope I'm on the right course to unlock the beast tribe. If it's supposed to be available, that's what I read up online. You have the best beast tribe unlocked. These are the dailies. You have the beast tribe unlocked. These are the dailies. Oh, these are the dailies. Okay, I didn't realize these were the. Oh, is there a second beast tribe unlocked? I actually don't know of any other beast tribes. I wasn't keeping too much up on the issue on the adding the beast tribes, or at least the new beast tribes. As far as I know, this is the only beast tribe I know about. I don't know if there's a second beast tribe or not. Is there? I don't know if there's a second beast tribe. I'm probably wrong. I've been away from the game for a while, and I haven't been keeping up with all the details about what was coming. I looked on the list. All I saw was a list of the one beast tribe. At least, maybe if there's another one coming, it's probably coming later. I don't know. Maybe it's already there. Maybe you know more than I do. I really don't know. I'm just getting back into the game recently. Wandering Starmite. Bug here. These are the dailies of the beast tribe. I didn't realize it because I thought there was like the introduction missions into the beast tribe quest, because I didn't realize that. Okay, that was a splendid display indeed. Your bravery never ceases to impress, and even since as a fierce warrior, I dare say I remember a bit of your. Children are so easily impressed. While Amelia is indeed a formidable adversary, your teacher has many great deeds to her name. On your teacher's many great name, and more yet to come. Now the village is not far. Let us march, and I challenge the monster to approach. Nope, this is the only beast tribe for Endwalker. Okay. All right, thank you for letting me know that. I mean, I was figured this was the only beast tribe because this is the only other beast people I noticed in the game, so I knew it was gonna come, even if it wasn't there at the base game of Endwalker. But yeah, it's the only one I really heard about either, so I wasn't informed if there was any other, and it looks like I was right. Hold on, you forgot the supplies. See. So, MTAK, are you also on Ultros? Actually, right now I'm Lamnia, but I'm actually based on Ultros. I forgot to change servers back over to Ultros when I did the world visit system, so I'll have to do that in a while after I complete these quests. But I was on here yesterday with a friend, so I transferred over to the server. But my home is Ultros. So what server do you play on? You see that, Rachel? Mark well how quickly the bees succumb to the flurry of blades. The small part thanks to the brave Akaser. So this is the adventure that Yuzin spoke of. Not since my last hunt with sister have I fought so effortlessly with another. Never have I felt so invigorated, so much have such a mighty master. How do you keep it up? Just watching you and me out of breath. Mainly focusing on Crystal Data Center. You're on the Primal Data Center. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, so we're into. You and I are in different data centers. I see. I have a character in all 3 of the NA data centers. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, but I'm Prime. I'm on Ultros technically. Yeah. And you keep watching. Right now this is Lamnia because I did a world visit, but I'm on the particular server is not a data center, but the world. I think it's Ultros. Yeah. How do we keep getting out of breath? Endurance is the product of long hours of practice, lad. Well, then it seems my hunt is finished. Let us return to Palakistan before we draw the attention of something deadlier. Yazan will be able to speak upon your return. Do not keep him waiting so long. My character on Primal is in Famfrit. Oh, I had a friend that was on Famfrit actually. But there was some stuff that happened on Famfrit. I'm not sure you want me talking about it. It's nothing he did wrong. It's something someone else did wrong that kind of started trouble for him. Basically tried to blacklist him from the Ultros. They knew it came from Ultros. Apparently they tried to spread rumors on Ultros and Famfrit. And I almost joined this group he was part of, but then the person leading it started doing all this stuff to him, so that's a whole other thing. Stupid. Not saying Famfrit's bad. I'm sure there's plenty of good people there. It's just I'm kind of glad I waited off on joining that group on Famfrit and move over from Ultros because I didn't know this would happen. And usually I take a while to kind of get to know people, so I don't just jump over servers just like that as my main server. There you are. Solo told me that you brought both the supplies and the protection you promised. She is at present preparing to go to stuff. She has promised to spar with me afterwards. I am fast feeling that I have made the right choice to return me to her. I'm grateful for it. Less it would do solid good to have you engineering presence at our side. I understand that there are yet more supplies to come. I find a way to thank the merchants and the one who spurred them to action. Concha, was it? She will spare no effort to see Razhan rebuilt. Is there anything else you require from the merchants? She'll be happy to help. It seems we've found a reliable ally thanks to you. Oh, teacher, don't forget we should ask about the journal we found. Oh yes, of course. I was just about to mention it. The base solid. The best song I felt was holding fast to this. Perhaps you know who it is or is. This by the Monsuja. Yes, I do in fact know who penned this journal. They were dear friends of mine. Unfortunately, they didn't survive the tragedy that befell us. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Thank you. Luckily, their memory lives on in their child, and I know this child. When she comes of age, I'll show this to her. Then she might come to know who her parents were. Life is but a string of meetings, and for else it is our memories that sustain us and give us life. In this way, those whose journey is ended watch over those who have strength to step forward in a new day. All wisdom grandmother passed down, and I told this to be the most precious of my memories and the greatest treasure that can be lived behind. Your grandmother had a way with words. She could have taught even the divinities of the thing or two. I dare say you may be right, Jonathan. I'm not half as so wise as she was, but her sage advice has been a beacon which has guided me true. Starbird, Sheena Lover. They see why my teacher is so wise. She had a wise teacher herself. Oh, this person I talked to the wrong person. Truth be told, I first accompanied you here to repay my debt I owed as grandmother would have wanted. I see now, however, that fate indeed me to be here. The soul and I met a comrade in arms, and in Relter I found a capable, eager student for both their sake. I must strive to be even better than the day I was before. Perhaps I should take up the art of dance. A fierce display of the Kiyami compelled me to set down my spear and take up katana, but the grace and deadliness with which the dancers throw their weapons as a charm of its own. A measure of peace has returned to Montagana, and I believe my skills will be put better use here. Adventure must court challenge after all. My teacher has a daring spirit, if slightly reckless, but worry not. I'll make sure she doesn't come to harm. Have you listened to a single word I have said, Ralcher? Right, Sheer? You have no notion of the dangers I must brave daily. For now, you should content to behold great deeds and learn of them. I wager your adventures will soon take you far from here, Emilius. Rest assured, I shall safeguard the people of Palakistan in your stead. I look forward to hearing tales of your exploits. Well then, the first order of the day is to attend to the Aetheryte and gather information. Join the lesson den from Ritual, for these are the fundamentals of venturing. Come. A lack of supplies was weighing heavily on my mind. I feared for both Palakistan and the child. For the first time in a long while, I can breathe easily. Ogle's presence has proven to be a salve of Sol's mood as well. She laughs as she hasn't since her sister's passing. We both have you to thank for our women's future. Even the departed have benefited from Ogle's arrival. The delivery of the journal was an unexpected boon, and it was doubtless proof the vital in resting their child. When she becomes old enough to understand the contents, she will come to know the deep love of her parents for her. I love a steadfast, and that will be shield for her the world's cruelty. Of course, I intend to tell her all about your part in the salvation as well. But for now, this will be done for both of us, and I'm sure wherever your trials may take you, don't forget the friends you have in every corner of the avenue. The friends you made along the way. I know we would make a joke about that. Someone another server I'm part of. And lastly, be safe. If you die before I can repay your debt I owe you, I'll hunt you through the 7 hells until the ledger is balanced. So let's see if it doesn't come to that. Okay. Can I go back to this place? Here. Hippos born around. Okay, this is the one, I think. On a shift from the foot again when your agitation, your adventurous senses tingle with the tantalizing taste of the problem to be solved. The difficult quest will be synced to your current level. Okay. I mean, it's just who am I hoping to see? Do you have a moment? Just when I thought normalcy had finally returned to us, I received a word truly particular hippo sightings. Yes, hippos, a veritable herb of hippos. Herd of hippos. Aren't hurting down the high road or less. How majestic. I thought this was normal in Thamir. Yes, well, those hippos have long inhabited Venispati. It is quite unusual to see them in such numbers outside their natural habitat, let alone hiring travelers on the high road. Yet hurried the travelers are. If these hippos have been displaced by the fires that beset the jungle during the final days, we must find them a more suitable home for the sake of our concern. I would normally ask the radiant hosts for help with such affairs, but they already have so much on their hands. And Argo happens to be way away, so could you ask if I look at the matter? Main character by my main character. Well, my main character is on Brainier Crystal Data Center. Okay. I see. I've never been on Crystal. I have like different characters across this one, or like the Primal, I think. I'm not sure. I have different characters, but this is the only character I ever used, so all those are underdeveloped and don't even progress through the game. I don't know how much more than what I have already told you, but I'm sure others in Jotunheim have spotted hurting hippos or two. Alright, let's do this. Talk to this person here. It is the same everywhere. Oh, so basically, yeah, I know. Like a lot of people have multiple characters. I know that. Thank you for telling me though. I like this conversation. Yeah, I like to talk to my people that are viewing. So thank you for keep talking with me like this. I really like that. I like talking to my viewers. So. I like to interact, getting to know them a little bit more. Herding hippos, you say? Oh yes, I saw them bearing down in the high road at tremendous speed. It was frightening just to watch. They kicked up so much dust that I couldn't get a clear look at them. But everyone in the island knows the smooth silhouette and adorable yet fearsome creature, the hippo. Dude, like hippos? They're dangerous, bruh. They are dangerous. They cause a lot of deaths. They've caused a lot of deaths, and where people going like, we don't swim in a. Never want to be around a hippo, dude. Like those things are deadly. People might think, oh, how's a hippo deadly? That's something like cute. That's not. It's not like a crocodile where they are dangerous. They're really aggressive. They will tear you apart. Yeah, I've seen the hippos on a number of occasions over the great work, and this is the second time I've answered the question to make bells. One of the rivers came by asking the very same moments ago. Priya, I think her name was. If you're looking for the same hippos, maybe she could help. She's gone off towards the perfumed rise I saw. Everything is deadly, just don't go outside. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of deadly stuff in the world, like what's another deadly animal I can think of? I live in the US, so let's see what's a deadly thing around here. Maybe like rattlesnakes and stuff. I'm not sure if there's rattlesnakes near me, but vipers and like poisonous snakes, they'll kill you. Make you really sick. And even if you saw, you might have like a lasting side effect, who knows what. Ticks, even when they carry Lyme disease, they can kill you if you don't get it treated. Hold on, let's see, strapping resident. Is this about the dreadful Akasura up north? Kitchen cars and their hippos and Condor Cinderu, who knows what else. If they come down to join the other refugees, I doubt they'll be stirring up troubles, as if they don't have enough people lashing off their goody already. Yeah, but unfortunately, I have to go outside now and then. Honestly, I don't like being cooped up and indoors all the time. I stream, but I do need to get sunlight once in a while. Sometimes I go for walks, or if I have to go out to the grocery store, I have to go out. Well, that's, you know, that's basic needs. Every once in a while I go out with friends if I can. But I don't have many friends around here, so I don't often get to go out. There's my cousin. He comes into town every once in a while. Actually, next time he comes to town, I want to take him to see Sonic the Hedgehog. I want to take him to theaters, but I might have to buy it on Amazon just to show it to him that way, and stream it through Discord, because I may not be able to. It might be more cheaper to do it that way. Sonic 2 movie. Everything's deadly, just don't come out. You know, I already read that. Never mind. What are you looking at? Oh, can't you see in the middle of something here? Oh, you're looking for hippos. Damn, I was hoping to put paid to this before I got out of hand. Well, those hippos you're looking for should be rolling through any moment. Now that just stand back and watch. Here they come. Yep. Look at there they come. That ain't just hippos. Hey, no stopping, Ryder. What's the fruit in the middle of the... Why is there fruit in the middle of the... You've done it now, you... Hamshids. Maru. What did I tell you about riding the high road? Oh, boss! Oh, jeez. Okay, well, the roads back aren't good for riding no more. Boss, we ain't got much of choice. Hurtling hippos are dangerous. Keep it off the high roads, will you? Yeah, roaring down the main road, kicking up dust storms, you're scaring people. What, you already forgot about the Tower of Zot, the fires, and the screaming, and the people hurt turning? You really think that raising a rocket is what we need right now? Exactly. Only real dangerous stuff up here are just large. Ended up here are just large. Okay. Where are you from? Like I'm from New York, United States. Where are you from? Just curious. You don't have to tell me specifics. Just, you know. Yeah, I'm not looking to find out exactly where you are. So I just you know. Oh, AK. Okay. Okay, Alaska, okay. Why was the word Alaska considered bullying? What the fuck, Twitch? And Twitch don't know shit sometimes. They block the weirdest shit. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen blocked. They first blocked your we were going in the chat. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I initially, yeah, it was. I don't know why it was blocking. It's like, I don't know, I don't know where, why that was blocked. It blocked Alaska. It's weird. That makes no sense. I think you need to look at your auto. Yeah, I probably should look at my Autobot system, but I don't remember setting a word like that to be blocked on Autobot. That's the thing. Only words I blocked were maybe used like racial slurs and ethnic slurs, stuff like that. But it's just basic. Alaska is not one of them, so that's got to do with Twitch's, how Twitch moderates things. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that name in another language is considered offensive for some reason. I know like I played a game where the word controller was censored because like in another, like in German or something, it means something completely different, or some other language. I don't want I don't want to know. I don't want to. Yeah, I know. I don't really. Yeah, I wouldn't want to know either, honestly. But I just don't. I don't know what Twitch is thinking by that. Like it could have been like. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into that. But I think it was just. It must have been just it's just a mistake. I mean, that's what you get with having an algorithm, basically like a automated service that looks at everything. In case you got it through your heads, I'll spell it out for you. Or racing days are over. They were over yesterday, and they were over the day before that too. I'll take it. This solves your hippo mystery. Now all that's left is to apologize for the sorry sods. Can tell me where you directed Groveland? Alright, let's have a chat with Hanukkah. You're coming to Maru. I left you in charge, and the ones in charge take responsibility. That's how it goes. You'll be there to give your report or something, right? See you soon enough then. Alright, here we go. Speak to Kana. Now, who might these fellows fresh fish be? I was expecting news about hippos, but perhaps you brought back a few lost ones ago. Something like that. Turns the name, and on behalf of my hippos and associates here, I apologize for the commission. Were used to racing our hippos carts on the less traveled paths of Venice-Putti. You see, we never took much to society, even before the sky turned rain and fire, mostly just kept ourselves and lived on the land. But being new to these parts is no excuse. We should have known better than to take the high road at high speed. We're sorry for the undue distress we might have caused. We ain't so much to offer, but we'll make it up to you however we can. Tavernier is in a bad way, so if you were ever going to any good, anybody knows time. Or at least I'd like to think. I ain't got much in the way of ideas concerning how mischiefs like us can contribute. A crew of Akasora is looking for a purpose, so speedily propose to steer them from the true. Perhaps these are something Tenure and I are supposed to contribute to recovering Thamnir. Have you ever considered delivery work? I think driving hippo carts would be delivery work. You think we could really do something like that? I mean, a hippo's cart, the fastest the wheels but it's an excellent idea. Local trade is on its way to recovery, and the timely deliveries are good. The hippos can only be a boon. However, delivery work requires a great deal of trust. You are transporting someone's precious possessions, after all. You will not only need to learn the trade, but earn the respect of people as well. Everyone starts somewhere. There's no need to feel intimidated. If this sounds like something you'd like to try, then why not let Amelia show you how it's done? It just so happens that a parcel intended for a great work was accidentally offloaded here today. It filled with medical herbs from Gridania, and I'd like to send over as soon as possible. Would you be a dear and deliver it with Trina? Would you worldly experience? I'm sure you will serve as a shining example of professionalism. I trust the parcel to you, Lieutenant. I have no doubt you will set it safely to its destination. Sorry for taking you out of your way, Emilius, but I look forward to seeing a professional do whatever its professor does. I'm waiting at the gate, so give me a shout when you get ready. So I'm thinking of bringing maybe Fallout 4. I've never played the Fallout games before, and Fallout 4 would be my first. I think I'll bring that to my streaming level 1 of games I want to stream on here. Maybe it's Borderlands 3 as well. I only played a little bit of Borderlands 2, but I only got as far as Sanctuary. So, I'd like to, if anyone wants to give me feedback on that, like what they would like to see me bring here, I'd be happy to bring it to this channel. Also, I want to bring Retro Wednesdays, but I lack the equipment and the games to do that right now. I only have newer stuff. Where I'm gonna do like retro games like classic Mario or something on Wednesdays, or maybe on Thursdays, whatever I do it. You're ready to when you are. My partner is here pulling the fastest car on the island. I stowed the goods we're delivering under the seat so they won't be damaged or nothing. And ain't about to leave behind Hippolytus. There's another cart for you. Our hippos are usually shy around strangers, but you were there with the fruit and earlier, so you got nothing to worry about. They're smarter than to bite the hand that feeds. We don't let just anybody ride our carts, but if boss thinks you can handle it, no need for belly aching. Tomorrow we ain't racing in carts down the high road. Some hamster says, I know it off. We go slow and steady. Ride the hippo cart. Okay. Where are we going? Going all the way to Palakistan? My boy Bad Trail, my crew designed these carts for scratch, you know. Raja, big elephant. Historically, we also never went around in chocobo carriages and the like, but at some point I got to wondering why not. Yeah, exactly. Why not? Sure, we have a bunch of, but nothing's impossible if you put your mind to it, right? Well, in addition, all kinds of critters are finally coming around to hippos. Came around to hippos. Hippos riding a team effort. Our hippos can sprint with the best of them, but they ain't got a lot of stamina. So good at riding. So a good rider knows when to push it, when to let back. Exactly. Know the limitations. You're safe and sound. We have handled the goods, right? You wouldn't happen to be talking about the important package, would you? I've been expecting the delivery ship, but seemed neither nor a paw of it. Wait, aren't you the one who saved Nadhana? Ah, I see. Well, thank you both for going out of your way to bring it over. You saved me considerable grief. No large trading vessels that can dock here, you see. Usually our orders are offloaded at Athlier and these ships by Dahao, but they sometimes get mixed into packages destined for Yamahad. And then the logistical nightmare begins, and I'm afraid may I check to see if you need any other herbs? Yes, this is it. Importing these is trying enough without delivering mishaps, so I'm relieved they made it here safely. And to think that all the hippo hubbub was in fact industry's delivery work. A little frightening to watch without proper context, but you've done a marvelous job. I'm sure to call for services again. That wasn't a delivery, but I guess a little misunderstanding never hurt anyone. People sure do trust you, though. I've got trusted just standing next to you. And he looked so happy about his herbs. He'd be smelling right along with him. Maybe we really can make a difference in the delivery business. Thanks for showing me the ropes we're doing talking to. I'd like to get straight back to Katsana, but for the looks of it, your hippo needs a breather. No surprise considering what it's been through lately. Here's what we'll do. I'll let this big boy rest up a bit while you go on ahead with Shamya. I'm trusting you with my prized set of wheels, so be careful. No scratches or nothing. You let just ride like you did come in here, and there shouldn't be any problems. Should you become separated from your cart, speak return the great right again. Okay, where to go to? Right, come to Yalmud. Okay. This way we go. Not a bad amount. I like this mount. No, I like a chocobo cart. I have to ride a chocobo and have people ride on a cart behind me. I think there's something like that actually already. I think I've seen it actually. MTAK, have you seen a chocobo pulled cart that people can ride in that's not just in the cutscene, that's an actual mount that you can get in the game? I think I saw something like that, and I just don't remember if that's what it was for. I only saw it briefly though, that's the thing. Mr. Cobb, the Trump dribbles away with the cart until O'Connell will be pleased to hear that you successfully delivered. Welcome back, and has just told me about all your successful deliveries. Thank you for your help, Tara. What did you think of the first job? The delivery part seemed pretty straightforward, even for our ilk, but the whole building trust thing won't be easy. Still, it's not like we can give up on going home to Venice body. Sooner or later, we'll have to get used to lives with other folk. You should have seen how relieved the alchemist was that he got his supplies. Feels nice, and we know it did something good in the world. There is no greater reward for the job well done. If my experience is, if we choose to continue on our path, I'm certainly the joy will be returned to tenfold. As this is a new endeavor for you and your associates, however, I do believe best if someone oversees your progress. Emilius, you did so much for Ogle that I have to ask: will you lead your 8 and 10 and her associates? I know we're the right crew from Mr. Emilius, but I promise you, we're hard workers. Give us a chance, and we'll make you proud. Am I getting suckered into this? You got the spirit kid. I'm with you. Going to take a lot of work. Thank you. I swear you won't regret this. Now that that's it, I think it's time you saw your new home. You see, I have come into possession of an old trading post that has since fallen into disrepute. The struggles may be a little worse to wear, but the plot itself is very conventional located. You are free to fix it up however you would like. You're just gonna let's use it just like that. I will lease it to you for a small fee. That is to say, if your new business fails to turn a profit, I may have to rethink of the use of the space one day. But we can talk about the particulars later. For now, how about you go and take a look? It's marked the locations on this map. Gladly, thanks for everything you've done for us. Let's reconvene at our new headquarters. I round up my people. That's nice. Got the Red Baron. I'm just glad you turned up. As you can see, the place ain't no Magaha but once we get the basics up, we're gonna start feeling like home in no time. Well, we'll need a cart, shed, and starters, and place short packages and whatnot. If I'm honest, boss, I'm still not sure about all this. But if you say we should give it a shot, I guess we could try. Thanks, tomorrow. I'm counting on you, you know. Alright, as for today, we're making our names reliable deliveries workers. We've got a lot to learn, but don't go easy on us. Teach us everything you know. Now we need a name for our new business, something you'll trust for you. Boss, we gotta fix this place up. We got no time to be worried about names. What's going on with the team? What's wrong with our team name anyway? Our team name? You're right. We don't need to be fancy. Fast, just fast, and reliable. Ride hippo riders. Is it? I don't know about that. Oh, they really did some good work here. Okay, led by their charismatic leader, Trina and Hippo Riders have retired from racing, rebranded themselves as speedy delivery workers. However, they are still known on the island as local delinquents. Use your experience as an adventurer and trusted hero to help them build their reputation. Hmm. You have achieved friendly reputation with the Hippo Riders. Awkward tribal quests are now available from Morrow and Savannah. Furthermore, you may now purchase warriors from Ganata. Alright. These are the finally unlocked. Okay, let's eat a little bit of this. I unlocked the quest. See, I wanna do next is get into some missions, do some combat, because that's what I want. Level expert. Oh, right away.
So you are finally here, in this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then. Follow me down into the darkest depths of despair. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered. until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted. Those who lived and festered, those who died and decayed.
Oh, I died. I'm already struggling so much. Why do I keep dying to this guy? Is it something I'm doing? Shoot! No! Why is it so hard? I've never had this hard in here. I know it's just not just me. Something else going. The whole team is dying. Are these guys new?
Those who lived and festered. Those who died and decayed.
Mm-hmm. Defeated.
And the very last
On to the next group of enemies.
have never been born here.
Sorry about that. I had eat some walnuts.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost. They tried to bind us with fire and steel.
Woo! Some crowd control. This is right. I did it wrong before. How did our tank die? I wasn't paying attention to do crowd control. They have 590 a year and they still don't got this down? Is that how we died in the first boss fight? I never run into this problem. We're gonna have a hard time with this one. This one's like a really AoE dodger. Oops, hit for that. I died. Oh, I must have been staying in the AoE. Oh, I wasn't. How did I die? What did I die from? I have a songbird? I think I do. E.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer. Farther still existed a star without strife.
Oh man. I feel some anxiety right now. I'm gonna have to quit the stream after this.
Where none remembered life's trials or its
I'm
joys.
sick. I need something good to eat too. Things are getting weak.
What its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
What? I'll be there in a minute. Hold on. I'm being called away. Sorry. Coming. My aunt is here. He's visiting up from Florida. He just dropped by the house. So after this fight, I'm gonna have to go in the stream. Might as well though. I'm getting anxiety. I think I have like low blood pressure or something. Like not blood pressure, but what are they called? Low blood sugar. So I just got a cookie, but I need to get some better food though.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts. Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful.
Oh, I died.
Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
Here. Go, kill him. And he's done. We did this. Alright, give like the wrong person. Pass on all that. Dead Ends has ended. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been Don Gamer 211 Twitch. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you Monday. Thank you, and have a very, very good day. Peace out.